I guess what I'm so impressed at is, the Lakers are the best team in the West, right? And he dropped 35 points on them, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't even played the whole season. So I don't know, man. I mean, I just feel like, I think he and his team, I think they're purposely making a case for him to be Rookie of the Year. And I think before this, it was Morant's, trophy, to lose. Now, I think it's going to be hard for Morant to get it, even though he may deserve it, because he's, John Morant's done really well this year. He got the Grizzlies in playoff contention. But, I mean, Zion is like, he's like a generational talent, and when he steps on the court, it's like, man, it's hard not to, it's hard not to say this guy's like, one of the best, guys out there, period. Nonetheless, each night on the court, he's such an impacted player, but,
In all fairness, Anthony Davis didn't play in that game, but your point is very well taken that Zion, in my opinion, he can win Rookie of the Year. I know Doris Burke and a lot of other people are saying no way. He's only played half the season basically, but in my opinion, he still can win it if he elevates them past Memphis for that eighth spot in the West. I think it's his award to win. It almost not quite, but it's similar to what happened with Doncic and Trae Young last year. Trae Young played the whole season, but he really got hot the last 3 or 4 months of the season. Basically from December onward, he started playing a lot better and really turned it up after the All-Star break. And Doncic's whole body of year work got him an award. Their stats were similar. This year, I think what Zion can do down this stretch, if he has this string of 30-point games and that elevates the Pelicans past the Grizzlies into that eighth playoff spot, although you got to give Morant credit, being a rookie point guard is totally hard, and having them in playoff contention was not in the realm of possibility to most basketball experts. So I give Ja credit, but if they have a little head start now with Zion coming in, if he leads the Pelicans to overtake them, I think you can, and you probably should give him that award.
yeah. Well, I hate to tell you this, but, I'm willing to bet $5 to a cracker crumb. Zion just, has, around 20 points a game. If he has, another series of 20-point games, which I'm sure he probably will, whether the Pelicans pass the Grizzlies or not, they're going to give it to him. And the reason I say that is, I think John Morant is a good player, and I think he deserves it. But, I think the league is still a bit political, and, it's still going to be about branding. And, Zion, for the future of the league, I just think his brand is something that they're going to want to promote, so I just see him getting an award. I think it was Morant's award to lose until Zion came back and played well, and now I feel it's Zion's award to lose. And I don't really think Morant can do much to get it. I don't think I think it's over. I think it's a wrap.
I wouldn't go that far. Basically, because I mentioned Doris Burke earlier. You got people in the media who bringing attention to this, and they're saying that you can't do Ja like that. You can't give it to a guy who's played, 40 games or 35 games or whatever it is Zion will end up playing. You can't give him a season-long award. And so I think Zion will have to definitely earn it, but I think he can earn it. I don't think he can have a slump or a little shooting slump or games where he scores in less than 15 points and New Orleans sort of fall by the wayside and Memphis holds on strongly to the eighth seed. If all of that happens, I don't think there's no way Zion can get it. So he's got to do his part, and he's already shown that he's more than likely and more than capable of doing his part. The other thing with this race with Zion and even with Ja, with any player, but you got to take in the injury factor down the stretch too. I think if Zion missed 3 games here or there, or even Ja, that could tilt the race in one way or the other.
Well, I guess we're on opposite sides of this one, but I do have a question for you. Who the hell is Doris Burke?
Hey, she's one of the preeminent announcers, broadcasters in the game right now. Former basketball player at Providence. She's even an announcer on 2K20. She's
Okay.
very good. She knows the culture, and the culture knows her. She's a hoop head, and players speak highly of her. She speaks highly of players.
Well, I'm on the opposite side of you and Doris then. I can't imagine them not getting it, and Morant may deserve it, but, some people feel like Kobe was robbed by Steve Nash. They feel like Steve Nash deserved the MVP that he got while Kobe was playing. Maybe that's the case. And some people feel like, LeBron James was robbed, a couple years from, maybe Steph Curry or Giannis or, whoever getting it, outside of him, but I don't know. It's one of those things to where it's subjective. It's not one of those metric type deals. They may try to use metrics as a basis for why they're judging it, the way that they're judging it, but it's still subjective at the end of the day.
Yeah, you can make numbers talk and do whatever you want them to do. So you got to look at that part. But I actually think the fact that Zion missed so much of the season, I actually think that makes it a little clearer than some of the races of past years, because in my mind, this is where the game comes to. Zion, you can elevate this team, get them into the playoffs, and continue your hot play, you're Rookie of the Year. If you don't do that, Ja Morant's Rookie of the Year. So in my mind, it clears things up that he missed so much time that it's not as subjective as maybe a lot of other races have been.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think it's Zion to lose right now.